Chad in Florida. You got to be in Florida.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I see the background. I'm like, yeah, he got the nice pool.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the real. Shout
Shout
out to
out
the
to the
bank.
face.
Shout out to
Shout out
that
to that
nosy
nosy.
bitch. She better stay in her place. Get in line. Bump. We here with the legendary Cortez Bodega.
Shaking with shaking,
Man
man.
Evans, and this is my co-host.
Chad the Saga in the building.
What's up? What's up, y'all? See, y'all lit. I gotta catch up with y'all. Y'all lit already.
Man, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
What up, though?
So let's get into it, man. So what's happening right now? What's going on in your career right now?
I mean, I feel like right now what's going on in my career is just like a whole rebranding, revenge tour. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I took time off. You know what I mean? I fell back for a while. I had to watch what's going on in the game. And I just feel like sometimes, you got to make the people miss you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to just take a step back just to analyze the field and see what's going on in the game. I've been around for so long. It's a blessing, so at the same time, I wanted to make sure that I had some type of rebranding, rebirth, you know what I mean, to start giving the new fans that may not be familiar with what Cortez used to do, introduce them to who I am, and also give the old fans something new that I can bring to the table. So, that's where I feel like I'm at right now this year, and I feel like I'm having a great year.
Shout out to the real. So what you mean revenge tour?
Um, I felt like after when I felt back, I felt like people were just forgetting like what I bring to the culture. People were like overlooking the things that I've done as if like that shit is easy or like that shit is something that can be duplicated. And honestly, 15 plus years in battle rap and hip hop and whatever you want to call it, to be in this space and still be able to earn, still be able to make money, still be able to perform at a high level, that shit don't come easy. You feel what I'm saying? So, I just felt like, okay, let me remind motherfuckers. You know what I mean? My phone wasn't ringing. All right, cool. I'm gonna make sure my phone ringing, and that's exactly what's happening right now. You know what I mean?
I dig it, I dig it, I dig it. Anything personal on the
I
menu?
mean, it's like as far as battles.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing really personal at this point. It's just a matter of like certain names to get out the way. You know what I mean? I just got booked for Ill Will. We battling in Brooklyn in the end of July. I think that's a battle that's long overdue. You know what I mean? When we got booked, people were like, "Yo, that battle never happened." You
Mm.
feel me? So it was one of those. Same thing with Av. I just battled Av. That should drop on YouTube any day now. And that's the same thing. People was like, "Yo, that battle never happened." You
Mm.
feel me? So I like I say, man, I get in the ring with whoever is elite, whoever's the best of the best, the young kids, the new dudes, whoever thinks they that shit. I step in the ring. I never been scared, and you know what I mean. I always hold my own.
That's what I'm talking about. Anybody can get it. You heard it right here.
BG for real.
Highly dysfunctional. Cortez Bodega.
Word.
Anybody can get it.
Big
Chat, take it
facts.
away.
Big
So
facts.
what we do on this show is do a little icebreaker. So we're gonna do it's called this or that. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
give you two choices, and you're gonna select the greater of the two, in your
All right.
opinion. All right. So the first one is: would you rather have a platinum album with no respect or underground respect with no sales?
Underground respect with no sales? Nah. Give me the platinum
Platinum.
album. Give me the platinum album.
You get one feature: Nas in '96 or Kendrick in 2015.
Nas in '96.
Would you rather headline Rolling Loud or perform a tiny desk that goes viral forever?
Tiny Desk.
Tiny desk. Would you rather ghostwrite for a legend or be known for a hit of your own?
Um, I would rather make a hit on my own.
Producer for your debut album, Dre or Kanye?
Dre.
Better pen game, Black Thought or Andre 3000?
Black Thought.
Uh, what else we got? Only One Survives, Illmatic or The Blueprint?
Um, Blueprint.
Last one. If you had to pick a mentor, Jay-Z on business or Eminem on lyrical craft?
Jay-Z on business.
All right.
Hmm.
I got one more,
You don't
but
agree
this is
with that
the
one? You don't agree with that one?
Oh, I was just
I'm saying.
kind of surprised. That's all.
most embarrassing moment in a battle
For me?
for you. For you.
Oh man, I popped myself. I did that against Jim. That was crazy how I said that. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to. And then when he said pause, everybody went crazy. I'm like, oh, like that. That really.
How
It was
long
just one of
ago?
those moments. It was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I feel like that's good that it wasn't like some shit where I got killed. You know what I'm saying?
How long ago was that?
Ooh, 2015,
Okay.
maybe 2014, 2015. But that shit was hilarious. Like that shit still go viral. So you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Smash, got something to say?
Shout out to the real. Let's get back to this battle rap thing and this revenge tour. So those last two battles, how did it work out?
I feel like King is one of the newest dudes on the come up. You know, he's rookie of the year with Remy Ma, Easy's league, and I gave him his first real test, and I feel like that battle was like bananas. I definitely won the battle, but I feel like it allowed me to get familiar with what the new guys are doing, and
Mm.
also it opened the doors for me to understand how they're moving and also give game to some of the new guys. And me and King are really locked in right now. Like I really fuck with him. He just battled Danny Myers, but I feel like me and his battle is one of the best battles of the year. Same thing with Payne. I just battled Payne on in Pittsburgh, and he's down with like RBE. He's another dude on the come up. He's got a history, but he's come back in the battle rap. That was another great battle. And then Av. You know what I'm saying? I feel like me and Av is just fire. You know what I'm saying? So it is what
Did,
it is. You know what I'm saying?
did you win?
Oh yeah. I'm 30. I'm 30 this year. 30. Av might be the closest battle, of course, but the two other battles, yeah, no doubt.
Shout out to the real. Shout out to the real. So when you talk about the music, not just the
hmm
battle rap. So what's going on with the music right now?
Right now I'm in the middle of recording my fifth solo album, Sandra's Son. I'm in the middle of that right now. I feel like this album is much more personal. You know, a lot of people know me with the I get the boom bap trap beats. You know what I'm saying? Like I get the drug talk metaphor shit all day, Griselda type shit. And I really found my lane with that. You know, a lot of people really gravitated to the Resolutions albums, one and two, and then the Filthy Karma, the features, Method Man, Spectre Deck, 38 Special, Etho,
Mm.
Flea Lord. Like I
Congratulations.
was really, really blessed to like be in a space where even though I battle rap, I'm still respected musically, and I'm one of the few that actually do numbers and get the respect and get the features, get the shows. So I honed that in, but I went through a lot of more personal stuff when I fell back, and I felt like now is a great time to introduce the people to Cortez a little bit more personally, and that's where Sandra's son comes in.
Shout out to the real. So going through that personal time, can you tell us some of the things that you went through during that time?
Yeah, yeah.
Personal
It's kind
emotional.
of well documented. My mom's had breast cancer. You know what I mean, and I had to fall back and really like help out with the family on that. You know what I'm saying? Proud to say she beat it. You know what I'm saying? It was a year and a half struggle, but she beat it. She's cancer free. And then right after she beat it, my son, my actual son, caught an attempt murder charge. And
Wow.
my son actually, we was working musically with him. He was into the drill shit, got caught up in some shit. He actually got two attempt murders. It was two different shootings. It was a lot going on.
Damn.
Yeah, so by the time I found out, all the stuff that was going on. I'm fighting the case for him. You know, we getting the lawyers, we doing certain things. I'm not saying that it's certain things I won't get into details in. You know what I'm saying? But street shit happens. You feel what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
as a father, I've always been like a very, very, very involved with my son. You know what I mean? So for these things to happen, and I was so close to like getting him situated musically, like further than me, because you know the younger, you know, labels look for the younger artists. And
Right.
you know, that setback really, really, really like made me be like, all right, I gotta put everything on pause now. I gotta be there for my son. You know what I mean? We fought the case. I got one of the attempts off. You know, we copped out. You know what I mean? He copped out the 7. He's gonna do about 5. He's already about been locked up for about a year. He's good. You know what I mean? And I just feel like, you know, he was 19 at the time, so he'll be about 24, 25 when he come home, and you know what I mean, we're gonna try
Be
to put
ready.
that behind us. Yeah, we're gonna try to put that behind us. You know, I done took certain penitentiary chances and did certain things. A lot of people did. You know what I mean? I told him, yo, you gotta man up. You feel what I'm saying? And he's definitely doing that. So, you know, but I had to put shit on pause. And now that that's situated, I know he's good. You know what I mean? Now it's a revenge toll on my pockets too, bro. You know what I mean? The cases ain't cheap. You know what I mean? Bail money ain't
Mhm.
cheap. Lawyer fees ain't cheap. So you know, and taking care of my moms. So you know, I had a lot on my plate that I had to like. This rap shit got to hold on for a little bit. You feel me? So now I just got a lot to talk about. You know what I mean? And the album is that outlet for me.
Shout out to the real. How old was he when this happened?
My son, when the situations happened, he was around 17,
Mm.
17, 18. You know, and he's 20 now. So, you know, the indictments didn't come down for almost a year later. So, you know how that go.
Yeah, I know how it be. When I was a kid, I went through something similar to that.
Hmm.
Same thing happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into details, but yeah,
Hmm.
I went to jail my first one the same way.
Yeah, so you know, it is what it is. He knows that there's light at the end of the tunnel. So you know, we got to be men. You feel me? If you gonna stand on business, you're gonna stand on business. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing to be proud of, but you can't turn back the clock. So you gotta work with what you gotta
Go
work with.
forward.
You know what I mean? Word.
Do you believe everything happens for a reason?
Definitely. Definitely. You know what I mean? Like I said, I won't get into certain details, but like he could be in jail, or he could be 6 feet under. You feel what I'm saying? The shit that
Right.
was going on, it wasn't no little things going on. So by the time I found out what was going on, you know, he kept it real with me. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
at the same time, it was just like, all right, now how we gonna maneuver? You feel me?
Mhm.
And you know, I took him under my wing. You know what I mean? I got him out of there, but indictments came a whole year later. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know, I caught up with you. You know what I mean? They did their job. You know what I mean? It took them a
Right.
year, but they did their job. So
Right.
you know, we gotta handle it.
Shout out to the real. That's all you can do is keep your spirits alive. Let them know there's light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully, you there when
That
you got.
also that's also what's motivating me to go harder, because now I'm gonna go get that bag so that when he do come home, he's
He's straight.
situated even on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how it is when you come home. It's hard to readjust and get back into to working and earning and stuff. So
It's
you
easy
know,
to go
as
that
a
same route.
exactly. So for me, I look at it like you know what I mean, I'm blessed to be in a position where I am on the camera where I can earn. So now it's a different motivation. I'm not here to get a record deal. I'm not here to no, I'm here to make money. And I'm gonna make money. You know what I mean? And whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna do. You feel me?
Shout out to the real. That's what I'm talking about. So when we get back to these battles, man, what do you think about the industry of battle rap right now? Like, people saying it's, stalled out. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of went stale. Then you got other people talking like, Easy the Block Captain, he make 50
Hmm.
grand a show, him and Remy. You know what I'm saying? When you think about all that, you know what I'm saying? What's your opinion about all that?
But what exactly um um like what exactly is the opinion? Like you mean their situation, what they're
Oh,
doing?
not just them. That's the business of battle rap right now.
I mean,
Overall,
I feel like battlers need to we need to level up business wise, because I feel like certain doors are just rotating. And if a certain league or certain leagues just have control of that, then no one else is gonna like advance. Like, all right, cool. I'm a player on the court. I'm a Hall of Fame NBA player. Then I become a head coach. Then I become a GM. Then I become an owner. It's
Yeah.
it's it's levels. You know what I mean? You have to see the progression. People forget battle rap is still in its infant stages. Like,
Mm.
you feel me? Like, my era of 2008, that's probably the best era of battle rappers that came out, and we went viral online. But before that, it was just the DVDs. You know what I mean? It was
Mhm.
very, very niche. It was a very, very niche market. We opened doors for to do big venues, to make money, and so forth. Now it's about us understanding the business part of it. You know what I mean? How to get the sponsors, how to own our content, how to have our masters with this stuff. How do we generate this for generational wealth, or even just for longevity? You feel me? Do we sell this to apps? Do we sell this to does Netflix take a season of battles and use it? And do
Mm.
we get reruns on television the way comedies do and sitcoms do? And they're playing 30, 40 years later. How do we figure out how to take this content and turn it into
Capitalize.
exactly? So I
Yeah.
feel like, the only way we're gonna be able to do that is by jumping in the driver's seat, creating our own battles, creating our own content, and fully understanding what it is that we have.
Shout out to the real. I like that idea. I like that. Imagine that being able to catch things. I don't even think Netflix. I wish somebody would pitch that idea at Netflix. Has it been tried
It's
before?
been things have been tried. With the caffeine and the Twitch, that was already going into the thing. That's the whole shit right now. You see Kai
Mm.
Cenat and DDG and all that. Like, we're in that realm. It's just a matter of
Yeah.
finding out where can it excel at the most. So you really think about it, it's like, okay, the thing about battle rap is we say nigga, we say bitch, we say faggot, we say
Mm.
certain terms that fuck up the money a little bit.
Mm.
You
A
feel what
lot,
I'm saying?
but not a little
A
bit.
lot
A
of it,
lot.
a lot of it. If you really think about it, in today's
Facts.
age, even
Yep.
though but the thing is, you don't want it watered down either. So it's
Right.
it's it's a lot of content, like the library, like they take URL's library or King of the Dots library. That's maybe almost 1,000 battles, maybe more.
Mm.
There's probably faggot, nigga, and bitch in every one of
Everyone.
those
Yep.
battles.
Mm. True. True.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are they gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's a daunting task. You know what I mean? But now that we're more aware of it, it's got to be a way to figure it out.
So shout out
Well,
to what would be your ideal battle right now? Right
Right.
now.
I'm stuck between if I want a classic battle with like somebody of my era, like a Calico, right? Or if I just want one of the
young
new
kids.
era. Yeah, what if I want one of the new eras, like one of the dudes that are like really, really, really fire and just showcase, you know what I mean, on a big stage. I'm really torn between it because I've done both. I've battled Twerk at Summer Madness when he was on the come up, and
Mm.
before when he was starting to become Twerk. You feel me? And
Mm.
then I've also battled the fucking T Rexes and the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the Hollahans and the Disasters and all these people at our height. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do. Even King, like me battling King this year on Remy's League, that was the battle of the night. That was still
Mm.
easy and Suge, and me and King still had battle of the night, and he was a newcomer. And the energy on the battle was just fire. Like I was like, damn, I like this battle. Like this is more exciting to me than the Av battle was.
Mm.
You feel me? And me and Av was in Houston, building pack, all that, but the King battle was more exciting to me. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So when I see that, I'm like, which way do I want to go? You know what I mean? I do want to knock off those names. I do want Ill Will now, get him off the list. I want Calico off the list. But after that, I just look at it like, yo, man, you know what I mean? Whoever can help push the culture. I just want great content.
Shout out to the real Chad. You got anything?
Um, what advice do you give a up and coming battle rapper regarding the entire process as well as the business side? What best advice do you give?
Well, first
Would
off,
you give?
I would just tell them to be themselves as a battle rapper. I feel like the one thing that's hurting a lot of the new guys, and if you guys can agree, they're not interesting. They all sound the same. They all rap the same. There's no, like, they might have an ill punchline or might ill writing, but the style is just so blah, like typical. I feel like my era when we came out, you had a Cortez, you had a Sue Surf, you had a Math Hoffa, you had a DNA, you had a Calico, you had a Tech Nine, you
All
had,
stars.
yeah,
All
and you
stars.
had different styles that
Mm.
clash. You had a Suge, and everyone had their own type of style. And I think that was due to the fact that back then social media wasn't so present. So you was getting niggas that just rapped the way they hood rapped. Like I'm rapping from my hood. I'm not seeing what everybody else is doing. I'm just developing my style. Goods is developing his style in the Bronx. Lux is rapping how he's doing. Like everybody's different. So when they finally got on camera, it was like, oh, he's got this style, he's got this. And now the new guys are literally growing up watching battle rap, and then they're saying, I want to rap like Rum Nitty, or I want to rap like Cortez, or I want to rap like Sue Surf. And it's just sounding repetitive now. You know what I mean? So I would just say be yourself. And as far as business wise, don't be so easily accessible. You know what I mean? Make sure you give great content, and then make sure it's a business. Nobody's here to be your friend.
A lot of rappers get taken advantage of in the league.
Definitely, definitely. And that's not just that's the music industry, period. But battle rap is no different. If they tell you, yo, man, take this little 500, man. You know what I mean? We give you a flight in a hotel, and you know what I mean? You're gonna get to perform in front of thousands of people. A lot of people will take that the first time. But now if I show up and I show off, now I'm starting to see, damn, bro, that was 5,000 people in the crowd. They paid 150 a ticket, 250 for VIP. Start calculating in your head what that is. Damn, if they say that I'm gonna battle, people are gonna buy the ticket because of me. I need a bigger percentage. You know what I mean? Start
Nice.
feeling, start understanding what that is. Start understanding that when you sign that contract, if you don't own that content, then whatever they do with that battle afterwards, as much time as it's playing on
You ain't
YouTube,
got nothing.
this is getting 100,000 views, a million views on YouTube. You're not getting a coin off that. So get your money
Wow.
up front. You feel me? We're not getting residuals. Like we're not getting residuals. I have over 100 battles online. I'm not getting residuals, so I need to get my money up front. You know. Now,
Mm.
if I could get to a position of power where I have my own content, which is why we're saying with the battlers now, and now we own our
Mm.
own battles, and now we own our own content. It's gonna be the same way.
Shout out to you. That's a shame that has to happen.
It's the game. Nobody knew what YouTube could be. All this stuff is brand new. Like it's not brand
Yeah.
new. Like as far as we're looking at it, like 10, 15 years, but it is brand new if you look in a wider scale of things on learning how to
The
make
money
money
aspect. Yep.
and understanding what the value of a stream is, or what a view is on YouTube, or your YouTube ads, all that shit, bro. Like we're learning as we're going along.
Shout out to the real. What about Murder Mook, man?
Mook is good. I don't really have no. I would definitely battle Mook. Like why wouldn't I battle Mook? You know what I mean? He's Mount Rushmore. I mean, there's no animosity there, but we've had talks before. You know what I mean? There's been some minor talks before, but if the bag is there, anybody could get it, bro. Anybody, bro. I do what I do. I'm Brooklyn for real. I show up, I show out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So when
How do
I
you
was having
how do you
when I
prep?
was having
how do-
when y'all was having talks, it didn't really get too far. It was just like, you know,
Well, it was when me and Rex was beefing more, and me and Sean. So then I battled Sean, then I battled Rex. Then it kind of died down a little bit. He didn't battle for a while. You know what I mean? So, I don't like the forced beef or the fake beefs. I don't like doing all that. You know what I mean? It's got to be a genuine
Authentic.
animosity, like the way me and Surf was. It was genuine. Like, nah, I want to kill this nigga. You know what I mean? And he felt the same way.
mhm. So what kind of music you bump when when you just at the crib or something? What kind of
I'm a
instruments you
R&B
listen to
nigga.
right now?
I'm a R&B nigga, bro. I'm a
Yeah,
for real.
talk
Yes.
about it. What's the R&B? What's your top
I
five
mean, I
R&B?
mean, my top five. I mean, yo, Chris Brown is really in my top five. I got Joe. I got Usher. I got Jodeci. I got, you know what I mean. You name them. You feel me? You know what I mean. Like R&B is my shit, bro. R&B, especially '90s and 2000 R&B. Yeah, like yeah, it don't get no better than that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I play the hardcore. I got Nas, I got Blueprint, I got Jay, I got Pun, I got all that. You know what I mean? I know that. That's where I come from. But when I'm chilling, shorty in
You
the
want that
crib, or
peace.
yeah, yeah, shorty in the crib, or I'm riding in the whip and I'm chilling and I'm cooling out. I'm throwing the R&B top vibes on. You feel me? I used to be one of them dudes when I had a voicemail, yo, you know me, you leave a message. You know what I mean? Click, and then you just hear like
The music
7 o'clock
playing.
on the dot. Yeah, bro, like for real. You feel me?
So where you at with the ladies then? You married?
Nah, nah, nah. I'm dating. Definitely dating, like, locked in for real, for real. You know what I mean? Not married. But definitely locked in, definitely dating. Um, you know, got wifey. Definitely got wifey. You know what I mean? She good to me. You feel me? Why you laughing?
Mm.
Why you laughing? It's like, bro. You know what I mean? White, got wifey. She good. She good. Got frozen. Got frozen.
Yo,
I
I
got a
was messing
question.
with you. What's up?
Um, how do you prep for a battle? Or is there prep? You
Oh,
do
definitely.
research on the character that your opponent, or you just go into war.
Yeah, nah, nah, nah. I
Let's
mean,
do
I
it.
mean, always gonna have bars, just bars on deck. But yeah, I watch everything with my opponent. I watch their interviews, I watch their battles, and then I actually, if especially if I've been around them, I use like my own experiences around them. If I've traveled to different states and they was on that card and we went out to a club, or I see how they interact with the bitches, and I see a nigga's a bozo, and I see a nigga thirsty, and I'm gonna talk the shit that I know, like exactly what I think. You're like, yo, this nigga's a bozo. We was in the club one time. This nigga got no play. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna
Mhm.
talk my shit. And then of course had the bars in there too, but I definitely try to incorporate my honest opinion of somebody. They did some corny shit, I'm gonna call you out for it. You did some lame shit, you did some bozo shit, you fucked up some money somewhere, you did bad business. Like, I'll get personal, you know what I mean? And then mix that in with the bars, and usually that's the shit we got to speak about in the third round. You know what I mean? I'll tell you about yourself.
Mhm.
Mhm. So there's nothing personal on the menu.
With who? With Ill Will?
Hmm.
Not yet. You know what I mean? I just started writing for him. You know what I mean? If something comes along, I'll definitely address it. You'll hear it. You'll hear it in the third round. Like, oh, Core found something. You
Mm.
feel me? For
Mhm.
real.
Mm. So what has to happen for this year to be a success?
Um, that's a good question. I think honestly, just me just feeling like I'm back in the space of like Cortez. You know what I mean? And I feel like I am back in that space and I'm doing what I love. You know what I mean? Maybe book two more battles, you know what I mean, that I want, drop the album, and I'm good. I'm good. You know what I mean? I feel like this year's already a success. I know my son is good. You know what I mean? I know my mom's is good. I can actually get back to rapping with a clear mind. So it's already a success for me.
All right, all right, all right. So when you're thinking about the album coming, where,
Hmm.
where you gonna be at with that?
What you mean? Where, like, when or where?
Yes.
I'm aiming for my birthday. I'm a Virgo, September. But I
Virgo.
also I usually also always the resolution albums always dropped on New Year's, and a lot of people always look forward to me dropping at the top of the year. So depending on how that goes, because I am gonna lock in for the Ill Will battle. If it pushes me back in the summer a little bit, then I'll push it to close to start off the year with it. But it's definitely gonna be fourth quarter.
So let me ask you something. What people don't know about Virgos? Why niggas be sleeping on the Virgos? What make Virgos so special and unique?
I mean, I think Virgos are just like we notice everything. You know, you might think we don't notice it, but we notice everything. We're very particular. You know what I mean? So it's like I like my shit a certain way. I like my jewelry clean. I like my clothes. I like, you know what I mean? Like I like nice shit. You know what I mean? My whip. Everything got to be a certain way. You know what I mean? And Virgos live a lot of Virgos live to that standard. Like we not gonna half ass something. We want our shit a certain way. You feel me? And people either fuck with that or they don't. They might look at it as bougie or they might look at it like motivating, like, nah, he want better. You know what I mean? So that's the main thing I think about Virgos. Either you gonna love us or hate us. It ain't no in between.
Mhm. Shout out to the room. What type of lady are you into?
Type of lady. I mean, I just like a baddie. Like I gotta have a baddie, you know
You
what I
doing
mean?
some
She
tricking? You
got,
doing some tricking?
huh?
You doing some tricking?
Oh yeah, I'll trick if my shorty get the bag and she deserve it, I have no problem taking care,
Talking about
take
straight
it.
out the gate.
Nah, nah.
Never get
Crazy.
never get no back page, nothing like that.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. Back page? Nah,
Back in the day.
nah, nah, nah. I got street stories though that I won't say here, but I know I'm listen, I was outside for real, but I wasn't tricking on back page. I was making money on back page. You
Oh
feel what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, like you know what I mean? Like I had a roster. You feel me? So,
Mm,
it is what it is. I'm very familiar with that game.
mm,
You
mm.
feel me? So
Uh,
or I'll just rap about it. You feel me? So it
what's
is
the
what it is.
craziest thing you ever been through in a rap battle?
Um, in a rap battle, like I won't say nothing crazy. Like you know what's crazy? That niggas don't play. Niggas don't play with me. Like you know all the antics and shit that niggas be doing with other niggas. Niggas don't try me. You know what I mean? I done battled Daylight. I done battled Disaster in LA. I done battled like the craziest niggas but I done battled Suge in the middle of fucking Newark. Like niggas not tapping my pockets. Niggas not doing no crazy shit. Like niggas come to rap. You feel me? I'm coming 30, 40 deep, wild Puerto Ricans and black Brooklyn niggas that's not gonna play that game. You feel me? So it is what it is, you know. I'm thankful for that. You feel me? Like I don't want to be associated with the antics and shit. But I think one battle a dude mentioned my son when he was young. Like and I didn't understand how he even knew my son's name, but it was because Facebook. And that was like me learning like, oh, your shit is public now. Anybody can find information on you. When that nigga mentioned my son's name, I grabbed him by the neck. Like, yo, son, who the fuck? And they had this, yo, break it up. You know what I mean? And then I caught myself and I was like, yo, go ahead, man, rap. You know what I mean? Like I already knew he ain't want no static over. It just threw me off for a little bit. And I realized like, yo, I'm a public figure. Like shit like this can happen. You know what I mean? Just gotta be more aware of it.
Growing up, you ever got locked up?
I got locked up for like bud and shit like that, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I never was on an island, none of that. You know what I mean? Did the bookings, three days, see the judge, regular shit, but I never had to do the island or nothing like that.
So, what you think about that Cardi B Offset situation?
Feel like karma, karma spun the block. That's how I feel. Like, it is what it is. Yo, if you a nigga and you been sitting at the cool table and you get bitches, you know what it was, bro. You know what I mean? Cardi bad. You know what I mean? It looked like the pussy fire. You feel me? So yeah, he wifed her, but at the same time, niggas gonna play. You feel me? And when niggas play, don't be mad when your bitch find out. There's certain bitches that's gonna be chill and
Mm-hmm.
be respectful, and then there's certain bitches that's like, yo, my nigga,
I
I'm the
think that's his
prize,
wife.
huh?
That's marriage stuff. That's what
Yeah,
I think. When that hits a little different.
yeah, it does, and for her too because she's a public figure also. So she looking at it like, nigga, you playing with me, like. Like I could really go out here and embarrass you. And I don't even think she's really embarrassing him. Like she just doing her. You know what I mean? And
I mean, she's been throwing a little jabs here and there.
yeah, yeah, but
Get that
they
official.
both though, they both petty. Let's keep it real,
Yeah.
they both petty. But she gave the nigga a
If they
million
both
chances.
petty, he's not doing a good job right now.
He can't. What can he do? She took him back like three, four
Uh,
times. She wish how many kids they got? Two, three?
Three? Is it
They
three?
got three. They got two, three kids. She took him back like three, four times. She ate shit. You know what I mean? And rocked with him. And now she found a nigga that got the bag.
mm,
And that bag ain't going
unstoppable
nowhere.
bad. Yeah,
You feel what
unstoppable.
I'm saying? He one of them ones in the league. Like, is over.
Well,
It's over.
I kind of think that, we kind of taking this stuff too seriously. She's allowed to have fun, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like he might not like they might not last. Like
I
son
mean,
outside
it might
too.
not even be like, you know what I'm saying?
He
But
outside too. You feel what I'm saying?
Cardi's like the major cheerleader. So when she gets with son, she did the same thing for him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she ain't doing nothing different than what she did for him, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. I'm gonna
But you
say,
really think about the
but
money
she wasn't the
scale. The
biggest
money
cheerleader,
scale
you know
is
what I'm
different,
saying?
bro.
To
You
be
gotta
honest.
understand. You gotta understand the money scale is different. Offset got a bag. He don't got that NFL bag though. That NFL bag is a whole different monster. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, and son is young, so he gonna get renewed
Another big
contracts. Yeah, he's
bag.
gonna get another max contract. Like, you feel me? Son having fun. You know what I mean? Like they probably had their own thing, their own arrangement. But Cardi looked like a chick that, to me, Cardi looked like a chick that I could tell her like, yo, I like having fun with other bitches. You with it? We could do this
Mm.
together. She looked like she with it. They on a
Yeah.
boat with bitches together. I
Yeah.
just think, and I learned this early on, like when you don't keep it a buck with a chick, then she
That's the
going
problem.
then she feel like you playing her. But if you keep it a buck from the front, like yo,
Major
this is
This
what
is
way.
I'm
what's
trying
up.
to do. Like, you with it
Mm.
or not, and you give her the option, and then you know what I mean. If she having fun, she might be like, you know what, fuck it, nigga. Like, all right, cool. You not lying to me? No, I don't got to worry about you spinning me and making me look stupid. I
Mhm.
could fuck with that because she's in a public figure. She, in the back of her head, she's like, "Yo, this nigga got me looking crazy out here.
Oh
Like
no,
I'm an
hold up,
artist. He's an
hold up.
artist.
Time out.
What?
Time out.
He defended
Time
off.
out.
He defended off. Said,
Time
what
out.
happened?
Time out. Now, I'm Team Cardi and all that. You know what I'm
Uh huh.
saying? But no, no, no. They both was doing shit to each other, man. Shit just don't roll out like that. You know what I'm saying?
What, like her finding Stephon,
I
like
mean,
her linking with him? Like you don't think
no,
that's
no,
just
Stephon. Oh, no, no, no. Well, the craziest thing about that? That was like when she was pregnant. That was the crazy thing. Remember that thing?
that is a little crazy.
That's a little wild. That nigga.
But if she not, but listen,
No,
it's Cardi,
chill.
right? So listen, if she prego,
Mhm.
but she's not with him, maybe someone's on some shit like, well, we just getting cool. He was playing in the season. He was playing the season. He probably wasn't linking her like that. It was during the season. So
Mm.
when that shit drop, when that baby drop, pull up. You feel me? Now she snatched right back. Now that thing right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you like a big Cardi B fan.
you know what's crazy? Cardi used to be a ring card girl at the URL events, right? She used to
Oh.
be a ring card girl. I mean, I used to see her in the strip clubs and all that too back in the day. But it's not even a big Cardi fan. It's just you just know how women move in a position of power. Like you could honestly just be up front with a lot of chicks when they got their money. They just not trying to look stupid because they looking successful. I just feel like she got tired of looking stupid. Like he could have kept it a beam with her about certain shit. You feel me? And I think the nigga Offset was fucking anything. Like you can't fuck anything when you get in that bad. You gotta level up. She ain't just fucking anything. She leveled up.
I mean, that's what you're saying.
That's what it looked like.
I mean, is that,
I don't know. I
speculation?
don't know, but
I
that's
mean,
what it looked like.
all right, we're gonna say allegedly.
Uh-huh.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, the bitches that she caught him fucking with don't have a bag.
Yeah.
Allegedly, the nigga that she's fucking with is about to get a max contract.
Big
I mean,
difference.
we don't know. We don't know. We don't know what's going on.
We don't. But my son need to
He
pop
shut
out with
down. He
something
shut
nice
down.
real quick.
He
He
shut
need to pop.
down. I mean, she's definitely winning the social media war. Well, yo, what about P. Diddy, man? Run the city.
Yeah, son of Flake, man. Son of Mook, man. It's
Hey, he
over.
good. He good.
My man is a Mook, son. It's
Word.
over. It's over. My son is a cuck, man. What is it, a cuck? A cuck? Yeah, it's
Cuck,
over.
cuck, yeah.
It's over.
Cuckold, cuckold.
A cuckold, yeah. Yeah, it's nasty work. So the shit that he into, yeah, I'm over it. It's off. It's off. He not on the playlist no more. I took all the bad boy shit out my playlist, man.
You
It's
ain't
over.
fucking with. You ain't fucking with. I'm missing you and all that.
Nah, hell no, nigga. We was more than a friend. We was like brothers. Nah, I get it. Nah, I get it when the nigga was saying shit like that. Get him out of here.
Now
Get
you
him out
trying
of
to kill.
here.
Now you trying to kill Big too.
I mean,
Can't kill
listen,
Big.
biggest Biggie, right? He
Yeah.
had some wild lyrics.
All right. Like what? One of them what? I
You
suck
know what? I'm not repeating
on your
what Big
daddy's
said.
dick.
Big done said some crazy shit.
What you
Why you
mean?
telling me to repeat it?
That's the line from a Richard Pryor
I
comedy.
know, I know, I know, I know. But at the same time, Puff is moving crazy. Big is still in the playlist. But
All right,
Puff,
all
I
right.
can't, I can't,
I
I
thought
can't.
you was taking Big out of the playlist,
Nah,
too, man.
nah, Big is still there.
Big
112
stay.
is still there. Little Kim is still there. C's is still there. Mace is still there. Loon is still there. Fucking, you know what I'm G Dep is still there. But Puff, nah. It's clip, homie.
Yo, I'm playing Puff right when this shit is over with.
Oh,
Yo,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
yo, check this out. Yo, what about the nigga Young Berg? Young Berg said P Diddy came on to him.
In the
The only thing
bathroom
I'm
with some
saying is,
shit, right? He had a meeting on him in the
yo,
bathroom with
yeah,
some
yeah,
wild
yeah.
shit.
And all I'm saying is, oh, you guys they be acting all homophobic online and all this stuff. Why he didn't tap that jaw? You know what I'm saying?
Listen. I can't speak for no other man. I know how I react to bullshit.
In
I'm
the
not jagging
bathroom?
no bullshit, bro. Yeah, what you mean? Come, yo, bro. This mansion is big enough, bro. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'm not in no rush. I'll wait. Niggas just be telling niggas to do anything. Niggas just be listening. That's how you be. That's how Diddy was testing niggas. Like, yo, let me see if this nigga come in the bathroom real quick. Yo, tell him come in. See what he moving like. Fuck out of here, nigga. It's crazy. It's
So you don't
crazy.
think so you don't think he can beat it?
Honestly, is the Rico charge? I think he could beat the Rico charge. I just think he's just exposed for being a fucking
Who he is.
cuckold.
Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the nigga has some fetishes that he really be like fucking over some women. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like he need a bitch that's just down to be smutted out and do whatever for the
Well, he
bag.
was though.
They were. I definitely agree that they were. I don't agree that they victims the way they were. Maybe after a while they got tired of this shit. You know what I mean? And my son, 50's baby mom, she said some shit like she was like, yo, she was sick after the second nigga came in and Puff was like, you good? Nah. We got one more. We got one more nigga coming in. Like, you good? Like, take some medicine. And I'm like,
Let's go.
that's crazy. Nigga. Like, you
Yeah.
feel me? Like, she was
Maybe
like,
he
yo,
just
nigga,
thought
I'm
it was like a
sick. He's
little.
like, nah, I need one more nigga to come through. And
Nah, he was mad aggressive with that shit though.
that's what I'm saying. So whatever the fuck he's into, it's exposed. Whatever. Be a weirdo, be whatever on your own time. And I don't know if he's a fucking kingpin Rico charge motherfucker. You know what
Right.
I mean? I don't know if those charges are gonna stick. And at the end of the day, he'll probably be free. He just it's just his career is ruined. His image is ruined. I don't even know, son. You never know what the fuck niggas' careers be bouncing back on some weird shit. But it's just exposed that the niggas are free.
So three things I need to know when you think about people. What come to mind? Give me one sentence or one
Pe-
word.
People.
Mhm.
Selfish,
Mm,
ambitious, and followers.
mm. When you think about the world, what comes to mind?
Um, Beautiful. I've traveled the world. I think the world is beautiful. I think the people in it are what's the problem.
Mm. Describe a perfect day from.
Perfect day for call.
Mm,
Waking up, working out, headed to the studio with my son, making a record, leaving from there, go pick up wifey, cook, get big, you know what I mean? Go to the ill crib, cook some shit, have family dinner. I'm good. When I do that, that's gonna be my perfect day.
perfect day if that was the last.
That I mean that's what I'm working towards anyway right now. You feel me? I won't say my last day, but that'll be my perfect day.
What don't what don't you like in this battle rap shit?
I don't like the corny shit. I don't like the corny business shit. I just feel like everyone's a follower. Like on the business shit, like niggas just don't think for themselves. They everyone thinks it's a quick buck. And I just feel like genuine, developing genuine talent, working with artists and building with them is the best way. Same as like the industry. People be looking for a quick buck with these artists, and these artists don't have no longevity.
Mm-hmm.
They're flash in the pans, you know, and I feel like that's what's hurting the game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, what's some of the battle rappers that you think are followers?
Um, all the new guys. I can't say none of the guys from my era because they all doing their own thing. But all the new guys, the whole new era, let's say the last 5 years, they all sound like somebody. You know what I mean? And it's so many to name that you just sit there, but he sounds like him. He sounds like this. He said it's like it's never ending. You know what I mean? I feel like that's why battle rap is so stagnant. Y'all don't watch it. Do y'all watch it like y'all used to? Keep it real.
No, not. I mean, I see, here and there. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you might see battles, you be like, why is he battling him? Who's this nigga? It be that type of shit.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the real. Chad, you got anything?
One wish.
Um, I don't know. Maybe
Niggas
word.
love wish.
Yeah, right? I don't know. I mean, I don't have no regrets. I don't have no regrets. So it ain't like anything I would want to change. But you know what I mean? Just if I had a wish, you know what I mean? I want to make sure that my mom's is fully healthy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, she beat cancer, but now I want her to get on her life journey where it's like it
Mm,
extends her life to maybe her 80s, her 90s. You know what I'm saying? Living a blessed life. You know what I mean? That's
God
it.
bless. God bless.
Or
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. When did she get over that? When did that happen?
2023.
Hmm. And it's been clear since then.
She's been clear almost 2 years. Matter of fact, July makes 2 years.
Did she do it? Did she go through chemo?
Chemo, yeah, yeah. She went through that shit was a that chemo could kill you. You feel what I'm saying? Like it saves you, but it could kill you too. You know what I mean? So she really went through it, but she actually then they test you like they test you after the chemo to see when it finally leaves your body, all that toxic metals and all that. So she's been free of that in her body for like the last year as well. So that's
Nice.
good. You know what I mean?
God bless.
Thanks.
It must have been painful to see.
Crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. I'm the oldest, so you know what I mean. Me and my mom's was like, you feel me? It was just me and my mom's. It wasn't my pop, so you know, feel me? It's a different type.
Does that with that type of situation, does it open your eyes as far as appreciation?
It does. It does. I feel like the situation with my mom's prepared me for what was going on with my son in a weird way. You feel
Mm.
what I'm saying? Like it really prepared me because I know the things that I'll do for my moms because I know how much my mom sacrifices for me when I was young. You feel me? So like I pulled all stops. So it already trained me like, yo, even though my son isn't an angel in this situation, I need to find out how it got to this point, how we can get through this, and let him know that I ain't turn my back on him. So because eventually when I get older, I'm gonna need him too. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
The same way. So it like kind of prepared me where I was like, okay, you know what I mean? Like now I played the son role. Now I'm gonna play the father role. You know what I'm
Father.
saying? So it's life teaches you lessons and throws curveballs and all the time. You feel me? So
So when you hit the studio, man, what's your process, man? When you go into a battle rap, what how do you attack an MC?
um I watch the crowd. I watch the crowd, especially when I'm about to enter the ring. I watch the crowd. I see how, like, before I get on stage, I watch the battles before. I see what the people are reacting to. I see what type of crowd it is. It could be a street crowd. It could be a crowd that wants to hear jokes. It could be a crowd that, you know, they're loud and rowdy, or it could be a crowd that's really quiet and listening. And I realize, okay, how do I deliver what I need to deliver in this setting, and really try to understand. I know my material, but now it's about how I'm gonna deliver the material. You know what I mean? So I watch that, and I watch my opponent. I listen to what he's saying. I hear certain things. I see if I could come up with a rebuttal, something that can shake the room and snatch the momentum in the room. And then I know my writing is elite. I know my material is always going to be to a certain standard. So if I can freestyle something and take something that's going on there and incorporate it and shake the room and catch everybody's attention, and then go into my bag, it's nasty work 99% of the time.
Have you ever just, got destroyed?
I've lost. I've definitely lost battles. Like, it is what it is.
It's
Everybody
the
has
part
an
of
off
war.
night, huh?
It's the part
Yeah,
of war.
and it makes
Yeah.
you
And
sharper.
anything.
Yeah, like I battled Averb in St. Louis, and I didn't realize Averb was really that nigga in St. Louis, and everyone's
That's
like,
what's
"Yo,
up. The
cool."
home crowd,
Huh?
the home crowd shit.
Yeah, and
Ooh.
I traveled out there, and I was getting mad love in the crowd before the battle. Yo, Cortez, yo, appreciate you coming to St. Louis. A lot of niggas be scared to come out here. Yo, we fuck with you. You a real nigga. You come out here. Yeah, and I'm like, oh yeah, the crowd fucking with me. Like I start rapping, niggas is like, that's cool. Yeah. I'm like, yo, this nigga start rapping. Yo,
Going crazy.
kill
I
that
know
nigga.
that shit. I know
Yeah,
you
I'm
had the
like,
feel. I know
yo.
you was just like,
I'm
oh,
like,
that's
what the fuck? Then I get off stage. Yo, bro, you did
demoralizing.
your thing, bro. You did your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just, hometown. You know what I mean? We got to go for the bro. You did your thing, though. You know what I mean? You didn't choke. You fought through it. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, it don't matter. Once that coin was flipped, they was like, yeah, we fuck with you, Cole, but home team. You feel
Home
me?
team.
Yeah, you get to learn that lesson real quick. Like, oh, and my
Where's he,
material's fire.
where's he at now?
Who? Who, Verb?
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. Verb still be battling too. He was in Houston when I battled Av. So I guess he's still in St. Louis. You feel me? Like,
Oh, you'll do it again?
nah, nah. I'm past that. But I know how to battle now out of town. That taught me how to battle. So when I went to battle Hollahan, or when I went to battle Disaster, or when I went to battle Big K, and I went to John, and I went to their hometowns, I fully understood how to attack. But I had to take that L first, you know what I mean? To understand that, oh, when I go on the road, this is a different type of bag I gotta get into.
Do
That's
you
what
do
makes legends.
do you do anything else besides battle rap?
I have a job. First time I had a job in maybe like 16 years, but I work for MTA out here. I'm a track worker. So it's a good job. So, you know what I mean? It's my first job in Lord knows how long, but it's an ill job. It's mad cool, mad chill. I'm still able to do my music. I'm still able to travel. You know what I mean? And it's great benefits, pension, all
I was gonna
that.
say healthcare.
Yeah, so I consider that a blessing that fell through for me. You feel me? So
I seen a clip and you was talking about Australia or something. You know what I'm saying? You did a battle out there?
yeah, I did two battles out there back in a couple years ago. Headlined in Brisbane and in Melbourne. Great experience.
Mhm.
Great experience. That's probably the best place I traveled in the world. It's 16 hours and a 6 hour flight to Vancouver. It's a long flight. You actually, when you fly there, you end up landing in tomorrow, and then when you
Mhm.
fly back you end up landing in yesterday.
Yesterday.
Like, yeah, because it's the first time zone and New York is one of the last time zones, so it's
Mm.
a crazy time different time gap. It fucks you up. It took me like 2 weeks to
Get
acclimate
that?
reacclimate, yeah, but it was a great experience, great experience, great crowd out there. It helped my fan base out a lot, and it was a blessing. I would love to go out there again.
Mhm. Is that the furthest that, battle rap has took you?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I've been to Europe. I've been all over Europe, but Australia is the furthest for sure.
I don't know. Do you think like, there needs to be some type of league where y'all just travel different places and stuff like that? Is that how it works? Or is just different leagues out there hiring
There's
people?
leagues all over. Yeah, there's leagues all over. The biggest battle rap league is in the Philippines, actually.
Mhm.
Wow.
So they have a huge thing called Flip Top. They get millions. The population out there, Asia is
Mm.
different, but that shit is huge out there. Like, you know what I mean? So URL is the most known, respected culturally, but numbers wise, like the Philippines got it. You know what I mean? So traveling out there, South America has a lot of big battles with the Red Bull sponsorships. So battle rap is in a lot of places. Greenland, Iceland, Alaska, like yo, it's crazy.
I have a couple more questions. Um, Los Angeles, what do you think about what's going on out there?
I don't respect it. I definitely feel like a lot of people, especially Mexicans or immigrants in general that have grown up here and have put in work and have put in labor. Not people that's living off the system, but people that put in labor. They should not be just sent back. Like, you feel me? Like, they put in work here, and there's a lot of jobs that regular people just
People
ain't
aren't
gonna
going to
do.
do.
People
Yep.
ain't gonna do. You feel me? And they're not paying that type of bread for that. So, it's a give and take. Every situation is different. If someone's a criminal or someone's doing some shit and, they get caught up and they want to get deported, it is what it is. That's a roll of the dice. We all take those chances. But, for the people that are hard working, some of these people are already 40, 50 years old, 60 years old, bro. They've been here forever. You're going to send them back to start over
Mm.
somewhere else now? Like, it's fucked up.
So it doesn't matter if they're here illegally.
To me, it don't if they have been living a legal life. If they've lived a legal life here and they're contributing and they're doing whatever they're doing to support their family, bro, who are we to judge? You know what I mean? Now, again, if you taking certain chances and you get caught up, it is what it is. But if you're an honest dude, taking care of your family and this is how you support your family, why you fucking with them for?
So what you're saying is you support what they're doing out there in Los Angeles to protest,
The protesters, yeah,
Mhm. Even if it's done what by any means necessary.
subjective. You know how it is. Subjective. You
I mean,
feel me?
that's how most of
LA's the home of fuck the police. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But at the same time, it's just every what I mean, like some of those cops are just doing their jobs. They might be agreeing it too. They might just be doing their job. So, you know, shit is just crazy all around, bro. That's what the world. That's why I said the world is beautiful, but the people in it is where it gets messy.
yeah,
Facts.
it's crazy because I don't know, there's a lot of stuff on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And you don't
You got to
really,
know what's valid and what's not.
yeah, some of that shit be looking real. So I don't know what's really going on out there. But if it's what I'm looking at, it is insane. It's
Yeah, yeah,
insane.
yeah. Yeah, I see.
I want to.
I was actually starting to do my research today. Like, I started watching. I was like, damn, son, there's a lot of shit going on. Let me tap in and see what the fuck is going on. You know?
It's wild out there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Did it slow down, Chad?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not sure. I know Trump sent more troops, but like I was saying before when we were talking, I feel like this is just the test regarding how this new administration is going to handle public protests. Um, Against the administration because that's what it kind of is. It's against the policies that this administration got. And I think this is just the start of how the behavior and the reaction is going to take over. We got 4 more years, right? Well, we're 3.5 years. Something within that time is going to happen to our people where we're going to have to go out and protest. And they're going to just use this playbook to
On
counter it.
how to handle it. I mean, they did it with the
Exactly.
George Floyd shit in his last year. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? But remember, there
So,
was protesters with the torches, with the tiki torches. There was all types of shit
yeah,
going on during Trump's first
yeah.
first tour. So you know, like
We
I
also got
said,
to be careful. We also got to, didn't mean to interrupt you, but we also got to be careful too. I just saw somebody posted, I actually reposted it. They sprayed over Kobe and Gigi's mural out there. And they're saying, look at what you guys are doing. Saying this is the second time that mural was damaged. It was just restored last week. But who's to say it's the people doing it? Because last time we had public with the George Floyd, it was a lot of the
insurgents, what they call them,
opposition
insurgents or something like that.
exactly
Yeah, like with like
trying
niggas
to
that's
do
going in there
things
to incite shit. Yeah,
exactly. So we got to be careful as a society to pay attention to what's going on within those circles, and
that's a
are they
fact.
really there for the circle or there for the other side?
Chaos. Yeah, to start the chaos.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's going to be interesting.
Shout out to the real. So the future. How do you feel about the future?
What specifically about it? Like technology, AI, what?
I mean, your future.
I mean,
How
my
do you feel
future.
about right now? Shout out to the real. Gotta tell me
Um,
what to happen. Future. What's going down next 6 months? End of the year. How you gonna run it down?
I'm gonna get to that bag. I'm gonna get to that bag, bro. That's it. My motivation is leveling up in all areas. That's it. I got tunnel vision right now. I ain't worried about what the next man doing, what the next man making. I got tunnel vision.
Mhm. We talked about some battles, right? So tell people the next battle again.
Ill Will, July 26th, Brooklyn. I got a home game.
Mhm.
I ain't have a home game in Brooklyn in years, so it's gonna be a movie.
You said a home game.
Yeah.
Hosting.
Huh?
So yeah, it's gonna be tickets for that and all that.
Yeah, yeah. I'll send y'all the
Man,
link. Yeah, the tickets is out
yeah,
now.
send me
Yeah.
the link. I definitely would like to be there, man. I don't think I've ever been to one of those live.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a movie. I definitely I'll send it to you right when we get off.
That'd be beautiful.
Yeah.
Chad, you got anything to say before we check out of here?
Man, Cortez, it's been a pleasure. Good luck on the upcoming battle. Much success for your future endeavors.
Appreciate y'all.
Prayers to your son, prayers to your mom, prayers to your entire family, all
Thank
the
you.
well wishes. So definitely been an honor.
You
You're a
already.
legend. So that's what's up.
Yo, y'all
Appreciate
stay
it.
safe. You heard? I'm gonna text you that. You heard?
I appreciate that. Cortez Bodega.
Brooklyn.
Anybody can get it. Shout out to the real. Oh, my bad, my bad. We got to take that right back. My bad. I need you to say, Cortez, shout out to the real, highly dysfunctional.
You ready? Yo, you know what it is, man? The Kid Cortez. Shout out to the real. You tapped in. Highly dysfunctional. You heard? Brooklyn.
You heard him here first. Shout out to the real. Shout out to the fake. Shout out to that nosy bitch. You better stay in your motherfucking place. Get in line. Hey. Punk. Until next time, I think we're back here. I think we're back here
Thursday.
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 Wednesday, show. former wrestler of WWE, drops tomorrow night. Bam, highly dysfunctional. Bam, we on the come up. Get in line, punk. Let's go. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate
My
you.
guys, you already